Hey YouTube, I'm here to talk to you about Calcimine paint. This is the product that you're going to need to use as a primer if you have it. I'm going to go through real quick how to diagnose it. So I'm going to take you to another room that I had previously remodeled and then was mortified to find that it came back. So if you see here, basically you see how this paint's not sticking, it can just chip right off. You see how this has got a tint to it, right? So see that? Chalk. That's what calcimine is. It's colored chalk, glue, and water that they put formed into an acid wash, not acid wash, but a wash. So if you see this in your house, especially above vents, or if you're looking at a house to buy and you see this, there's a good chance, and I'll just show you up the wall too what it looks like when it's not peeling, but this is what calcimine looks like because regular paints do not stick to it because it is chalky. So what you have to do is you have to remove it. And I'm actually removing this wall, but this is a wall that has had the calcimine removed from it. It's just bare white. And this is one that's in progress, and this is where I'm going to show you how to remove it. It's very simple, it's very time consuming, wax on, wax off kind of thing. Before I get into this, because it's a very simple procedure, it's just basically warm water with dish soap or TSP and a Brillo pad and just scrubbing. I've tried Sherwin-Williams pink primer, which is I think pretty much their best primer. That did not work. It came back. Sorry, when I say it came back, I say like cracks. If you have calcimine, you have plaster. I mean, they didn't use this past the days of plaster. So what would happen when I patched these cracks in another room is that the tape wouldn't even stick. So the tape would bubble up, and you could literally just peel the tape right off and all the paint would come off and it would just be back down to the bare calcimine paint. Here's a room over here that I've redone, and because plaster is as plaster does, the cracks did kind of come back, but the tape sticks. You don't see like it bubbling up, right? Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's been like that for about, I don't know, 8-9 months now, and it's holding. If you don't want to go to all the trouble that I'm about to show you and completely wash your walls, the things that I would recommend doing are maybe just around your crack areas, pay special attention, scrape off all additional layers of paint, get down to the bare plaster wall with the calcimine paint, and then do the procedure I'm about to show you, which is washing the wall, because your tape will not stick and it will bubble up and you're going to get really frustrated because you're going to have to go back and rework. So do that. Make sure you strip the calcimine paint down to the bare white wall on your crack spots that you're going to repair and above your air vents, because those are going to be the spots where it's most prone to bubbling up and causing issues. So anyway, here's how you get rid of it. Just basic stuff. Here's the sprayer. I'm going to go ahead and just spray down the wall with, this is just dish detergent, hot water. You can use TSP if you'd like, something like that. And you basically, because it's made of glue, you want as hot a water as you can stand on it, and that'll kind of melt the glue away a little bit, So dish sprayer, and then I've got a bucket with some Brillo pads in it and hot water, and again Dawn dish detergent, and we're just going to get up here and just start scrubbing. And it's a arduous process. It takes patience, and that's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've tried using brushes that attach to a drill. I'd be leery of using something like a copper or a brass brush or whatever those are. But you see the paint's literally starting to wash off. I found that a lot of times I like to go in this motion because the circular motion kind of wears you out a little bit more. And you see it's kind of washing away here, slowly but surely. And that's really all there is to it. I mean, it's a pretty simple procedure. What you're going to do after that is, just periodically to clean up your area, just take a sponge. I like to use the ones with the Brillo pads on the back. So say I come across a little spot like this, just, be like, I just want to get that while I'm getting all the gluey water off. But that's pretty much it. The thing that sucks, the procedure that I've done and I've read online that works, and it's worked for me, is this is a wall that I washed it, not one, not two, but you will wash it 3 times by the time you're done. So I say go over it kind of. This is a wall that's been washed 1 time, and the way that I showed you, you see there's still some spots around. I'm going to go back over that and detail it. And so it's going to look like this wall, which pretty much has no spots. So you wash it once, then you'll do a detail run to get it looking like this, and then you'll wash it a final 3rd time, and that's really just to kind of get it a little bit moist before you use the Benjamin Moore Calcimine recoater paint on it. This stuff's really expensive, by the way. It's like $55 a gallon, 400 to 450 square foot coverage. But this is what happens if you only wash it twice. See, still got a little bit of chalky residue. You're never going to get that completely away, but if you go back at it a 3rd time, it's just a little extra added insurance that I like to do, because this, as you can see, this is such a taxing process, and the last thing you want is for it to blow up in your face after you've gone through all this effort. So again, if you want to hit the highlight points, wash it with hot water, soap, and Brillo pads. If you don't want to do the whole wall, focus on your crack spots, because your tape will not stick to the cracks unless you've got the Calcimine recoater paint on it. And also focus on the areas above the vents, and wash it 3 times. Let it dry. After the 3rd time, let it dry. I would say just touch to dry, and then go ahead and slap your Calcimine recoater on it. And that's about it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks, guys.